morning, man. Another life hack with Jack. This one is going to be super simple and super, I guess, oversaturated. A lot of people talk about it. They should talk about it because it's very simple. Be consistent. Over everything else, over any other thing I can tell you, be consistent. Just look across the world. When you look across the world, right, all great things are a product of someone being consistent. Doesn't matter if they're really particularly good at it. They're just consistent. They're consistent in their effort. They're consistent in trying. They're consistent in their methods, but they're consistent. Consistency will beat everything. I mean, how many times can we think of how many times can we think of a football game, basketball game, boxing match, scientists, right, who were wrong millions of times, millions of times, thousands of times, and then eventually got it right. It's because they were consistent. I don't think people are really absent of skill. I think everyone has everyone has skill. Everyone has God-given skill and ability. All of us do, right? Some of our skills and ability naturally play out better in certain spaces, in certain fields, right? Some of us are just better with words than others. Maybe we read a lot growing up, whatever. Some of us are just better with numbers, right? We all have skills, right? And I think all of our skills can suit us in multiple ways, right? But the problem is we're not consistent. We're not consistent in the application. We're not consistent in the efforts. And we think that because we have skill, it should happen overnight. Or we watch someone else be successful and we think, well, they were successful, I should also be successful, right? So it's a matter of that we get wrapped up in this world where instant gratification is the only gratification. It's the only way that we're supposed to live. It's the only way we're supposed to operate. And I think that's become the problem, right? It's always been a problem, but it's more of a problem today than it was before, right? So I'll give you an example. I struggle with posting my music on Instagram. Not because I suck, but I struggle with posting my music on Instagram because most of my followers on Instagram have known me for being a college student and an athlete. Most of them had no idea I was an artist ever. Although I've been an artist longer than I've been many other things, right? So I struggled with it, and I knew that if I posted on Instagram, it would take a while for people to start recognizing, hey, he actually can rap. And I knew I would go from averaging my 50, 60, 70 likes to averaging 5, 4, 3, 7. I knew it would drop, and it has dropped. But it's picking back up because I've been consistent in posting on Instagram, posting my music on Instagram, right? Most of us will fall short to instant gratification. And I think in part of it is because of social media, right? Whereas though, I'm gonna keep it honest with y'all. Your social media profile is your dating profile. People go to your page and check your page and say, dang, okay, this is what you're doing, this is what you ain't doing, blah, blah, blah. That's your social media profile. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of what it is. That's kind of what it is. That's what it's been. And a lot of us don't accept that, but that's what it is. But because of social media and because of the fact that I could post a picture or anyone could post a picture and get 100 likes, instant gratification is going it's ramped up. It's ramped up 10 notches than what it was before, right? And then we also we're paying for a lot of different services, but we get things instantly, right? People are buying followers now. They're buying likes now. They're buying they're buying clout. They're trying to buy clout. So the instant gratification has been the downfall in society, in my personal opinion. But if you're just consistent, in your efforts, if you're just consistent in what you're trying to do, eventually you will figure it out. Eventually it will come to you. We can think of so many examples where the better person didn't win, the more consistent person won. Even today in the NFL, the team that, matter of fact, more specifically, Tom Brady. I think he's the greatest example of this. Raw talent, he ain't the most talented. Not even close. A-Rod's probably more talented. Pat Mahomes is more talented. I can go down a list of quarterbacks who are just flat out more gifted than Tom Brady. Flat out. Put the ball in the field. See who's better. They throw better, more accurate. There's a litany of quarterbacks who are naturally better than Tom Brady at that. But what Tom Brady beats 99% of his competitors is that he's super consistent. He was practicing every day, throwing every day, and he was working on the fundamentals. Like just working on the fundamentals day by day, brick by brick. That's how he separated himself from him and the next man. That's how he did it. He didn't do it, right? He didn't separate himself by just being better. He separated himself because he was consistent in his efforts. He didn't miss a beat. He didn't miss a day, right? There was not a day he missed, right? And even if he took a rest day, right? Because all athletes, we all have to take rest days, right? Even if you take a rest day, your day is an active recovery day. So he didn't miss a beat. Michael Phelps didn't miss practice for how many years straight? Like, I forgot the number, but it was several years straight. He didn't miss a practice. He didn't miss a workout. So consistency will beat everything. It will beat everything. I just saw like a little video, and it was a little funny video, but it was literally a rabbit and a turtle in a race. They were put in these boxes. The boxes were straight across, right? And the rabbit, obviously much faster than the turtle. We know that, right? The rabbit doing all this other shit, running around, running backwards, smelling, jumping up and down, running backwards, and the turtle just going forward. Turtle won that race. And if you're a 90s kid like me, then you heard about the tortoise and the hare. You heard about that race too. So if we can be consistent, we beat most things. Most issues are beat. We don't have, I can tell you all this other stuff. I can tell you all this other fancy stuff. And trust me, I'm not speaking from a place of somebody who has 1 million followers, right? Who has 1 million subs, who's one of the biggest artists in the world. Like, I'm not speaking from that place. You guys can see my channels, right? I'm on the up and up. I'm grinding up. And I don't think that I have to make it in that space to tell you guys some tips and methods that I'm learning along my way. I think I can do that now. I don't want to wait until I make it to be like, all right, yo, this is how I did it. Nah, fuck all that. I want to tell you right now. I want you to know right now how I'm doing what I'm doing. And day by day, brick by brick, just being consistent. Even when you're tired, you just plug away. Even when you're tired, right? And whenever you feel like giving up, whenever you feel like your consistency ain't paying off, let me tell you this. What happened when you did things consistently the wrong way? What happened when you were doing the wrong thing over and over and over again? What happened? You found yourself in a hole. Now, if you do the right thing over and over and over and over and over again, where will you find yourself? On top of a hill. Have a good day, everybody. I'm out.